All right, welcome to the viewers at home. We have both Anthonys to open from both ends. Pulki Gupta taking strike. Plays ready. So Pulli hasn't been in his best form. And let's see how Andy goes. He's got a new rock. Leaves it alone. Top ball. So Pulli's testing out his new technique. Slides that one down leg side. Wide ball. Just watch your front foot. Andy getting pretty close with that front foot. Brings it back. Lovely shot from Pulli as runs there. Doesn't take it. 2. Good full face. Nice presentation. That's what you want early as an opening bat. Great fielding, Xxii. Saved 2 leg buys. Double. And he hasn't quite found his radar. If he can land one of those wicket balls. Nah, he hasn't landed it yet. 2. This is good batting from Pulli. Just being patient about it. And he's still trying to find it. Dot ball. Well left. Last ball. So both Basha and Taz off, who I would say are 2 of their better bowlers as well. 5. Great shot from Pulley. Stands tall. There's runs there. Does not take it. There's still runs there. Doesn't take it. 2 runs over. Andy to continue. Play's ready. 4 runs. Just gets past Vebs, and normally Vebs swallows those. He looked late. He looked a little bit asleep, to be honest. Paul Kit will take the runs. Dot ball. Full and wide. That is very hard for Pulley to hit. This is good speed. Dot ball. Looks like Andy. I think Andy's come good at the moment. He looks like he's got some good speed. Catch it, and that is our court. And there it was, the wicket. That probably could have come the first ball as well. Pulley didn't look too bad. 10 off 9, 10 off 10 actually. These are good plans by Clayton boys. You can tell they're seasoned. They don't just turn up and kind of let the ball rip. They actually have a bit of method behind their madness. And so to the viewers at home, this gentleman's name is Satnam Singh. I don't actually know exactly how it all works, but I think he was the MVP of the grade he plays in outdoor. All right, Satnam, welcome. 2 balls remaining. Play. And he whacks the ball, probably harder than anyone I've ever seen in outdoor cricket. And that is a great down up. What a start. 2 runs. Last ball. Wide ball. Yeah, so for anyone who plays park cricket, Satnam is the hardest hitter I've seen of a cricket ball. And he's got him well. Andy, you superstar. What a wicket. Chopped on, and that ends the over. So unfortunate for the viewers at home, and I know there would have been a lot of keen viewers to see how Satnam would have gone, but unfortunately, he departs, and who else but Mahi to replace him. So, Basher comes in, and this is a great matchup. This is an old school matchup. Basher v Mahi. The interesting thing about this is these two haven't seen each other for a long time. So, Basher's got a bit, let's say, a new rock. What is it? 5 overs old. Players ready, guys? So I'm very keen. I'm very intrigued to see how this goes. Play. Mahi is the in-form superstar bat of SPL right now. Dot ball. The thing with Basher is you just can never take him out of the game. It's almost like he just can't. He's like, even though he's getting older and whatever, he keeps his pace up. He's like the ultimate professional. Dot ball, and he's just so smart as well. Hey Bash, just watch your front foot, very close. He's very smart. When he knows a batter gets on top of him. Lovely fielding. This is good from Clayton, boys. Up and about is what I want to see. They're bringing the noise for cup grade. Dot ball. So 3 for 25 after 5.3. Edges and goes the first slip. 1 run. So this is a time to get Mahi out. He's reaching for that one. And he is susceptible for the hard hands reaching. Good nut. Dot ball. Last ball. But yeah, going back to Basher, when he knows a batter gets on top of him, he shortens his run up and rushes them. He's incredibly intelligent like that. That is a perfect delivery, well played. Dot ball over. What a great first over between those two. Coming around the wicket. Coming through me. Alright, hold up 1 sec. Alright, Matty. He's coming right arm around. Play. One leg wide. Wow, we edges that one. Gets a 1. 1. So Vebbs has got him in all sorts at the moment. He's not hitting his mark either. That is a wide ball. Vebbs won't be happy with it. Wide. And he does just groan. Nah. Vebbs asking me, did it go through his arm? This is good bowling, good flight bowling. Dot ball. And well played from Matty. But looks like Bebs has just kind of got him here. And the full ball keeps it off. Very nicely done from Clayton boys. They're keeping the pressure on very well here. Dot ball. So 2 to come. I think Bebs might actually get his man. Oh, that's a great shot. Good lunge forward. Dot ball. Met it perfectly. But I still think Bebs is going to get him here. He gets away with it. There's runs there. They don't take it. There's still runs there. They don't take it. 4 runs. That is the over. So Matty looking pretty good. I thought Vebs had him early, but he's adjusted beautifully. And I'm going to hand over the reins to Hildy Boy.
All right. We've got a change in the commentary box here. Anil, who's going to focus on his umpiring. And you've got Hilsey's, the dulcet tones of Hilsey, to take you through the next phase of this game. Let me know if you can hear me. And we've got Mahi here, who has to rescue the side once again. It looks like doesn't matter who they get in, they've got to be saved by Mahi. Oh, that's a good shot there by Mahi. Bash has changed ends, and he's coming from the Horsford end, which is where he normally bowls from. Oh, that was full. Oh, the misfield there by Thaz. Probably could have stuck a run there, but Mahi was a little bit late to react. It was a quick Yorker. Oh, that's hit him. Just for those that are playing at home, this ball is rock hard. So we've got these new balls from this company called Heart, and I was just touching them before, and they were absolutely rock hard. And I asked Anil about them a little bit before, and he said they don't actually deteriorate and become softer. They just stay this hard. So every cup grade game will get a new ball. So it's going to be pretty interesting and a bit of an adjustment for every side, especially the top order. I mean, Mighty Ducks were 3 down pretty early last game, and they're 3 down pretty early again. So it'll be interesting to see how they resurrect this innings. But this is like poised to be a really, really important and interesting game because Clayton boys who are reeling after a loss against the newly promoted Coolin Copperheads, and Mighty Ducks who've played out of their skins to beat the Premier, both sides with still a lot to play for in this second round of the tournament. And Matt Gerard, aka Chelvaratnam, there's been big raps on him ever since the APL season, which is not really from his fault. Ooh. And I think we're still waiting for that promise to deliver. And Vebs has got the ball on a string. He's going to try and angle the ball away from him and trying to spin it back in. Oh, and that's almost a perfect off-spinner's delivery. Well played there by Matty. You can tell he's played a fair bit of outdoor cricket before with that technique. Oh, he's used his feet. And that one just hit that dead spot and kept a little bit low. But because he was down early, he sort of made sure he kept it out, whereas it didn't spin past him or through him. And for those paying attention, they've actually gone to a 3-1 field with 3 on the leg side, which is unusual. They've given him that 4-door at point to cut and get 4 runs. Let's see if he's game enough to do it. He's hit that, and it's gone in the air off Thaz's thigh and into the 2 wall and the leg side. So even with 3 guys on the leg side, they still want to go in that same area. Now they're moving the field back. So maybe a little bit of mind games here, but let's have a look at this response. That's pretty well bowled. A pretty good over there from the batting side. Pretty good over there from the batting side, especially because Vebs is one of those bowlers who is brought on to take a wicket. And every over that they don't really get a wicket and they sneak a few runs off is a big win for the batting side. So Clayton boys are tossing up their bowling options here. And the man with the shiniest head in SPL enters the arena. This is Sharan Olagama. His head is so shiny. He's definitely been in the Shino Borlo for those Simpsons fans at home. Alright, so we've got Ashish bowling his left arm meds. There's no keeper, and he's going to come from the Horsford Church end to Mahia. So both these bowlers are spin bowlers in outdoor cricket, but bowl medium pace here in SPL. Oh, and that looked very close. Whether that pitched in line is the decision. It hit him very low, and it was probably going to go onto the stumps. The question is whether that pitched in line. Live, it didn't look like it could have. It wasn't full enough to be rattling and into the stumps and be full enough to pitch in line as well. So it is a bit of a surprise that they didn't review. I mean, like it wasn't out to the naked eye, but Mahia is the key wicket, and we've seen other teams before. They just burn a review just because of the batter on strike, not so much based on that decision. But maybe, hopefully, that pays dividends for them, for the Clayton boys here, and they've got a couple of reviews. Oh, sorry, just a one review that they can use more smartly later. Oh, and here we go. You can see Mahi who normally pounces on that and just hits that into the turf and gets two. Has missed probably 3 back of a length balls in a row that Xxii has just angled across him. Oh, that one swung back in a little bit as well. So lots of dots here from Xxii to Mahia. And that was actually a really good contest because you don't often see Mahia not find the middle of his bat here in SPL. And he's batting also a little bit like outdoor Mahi. So, oh, I was just saying to live, it looked like it pitched outside. Yeah, so, but I was saying you almost got to burn that review on the best batter in the team. So Neil was like, oh, that could have easily been out. It would have been interesting whether they did review, which they didn't. Fans at home, let me know what you think. Did that look out live? I'm at a different vantage point. I'm here at the sort of mid-on area. And Vebs continues. Oh, he's used his feet. That's good batting. There probably was a run there, but Matt Gerard was not a lead. Yeah, we're just clarifying which it did. So that's 2 runs. Oh, he's used his feet nicely. And that's good running. So there's a vacant gap there at mid-wicket door. And he's just used his feet nicely, clipped it into the leg side, and used that momentum to go through and run. I'll just have a look at the YouTube comments if there is any. Oh, he's gone the reverse sweep, which is, like I said, there's a big gap at the point door for 4. And Mahi was trying to be a little bit clever and hit that gap. And like he is a very good exponent of the reverse sweep, so it's not going to discourage him. Or they're the shiniest head in SPL has misfielded that one for 1. And there it is. That's that reverse sweep. Oh no! See, that was a beautiful shot, but I think Mahi was more focused on just executing that shot and making sure it hit the wall. And Matt was ready to run, but unfortunately Mahi was caught ball watching there, and in fairness, it's probably a good thing because it landed right into Ashish's gloves. Oh, that's got to have pitched outside leg. So Mahi has left one there, and the Clayton boys got very excited. Probably is going to go on to hit the stumps, but it's pitched outside leg. He's blowing right arm around the wicket. And Anil was just explaining to the bowler why that can't be given out. And Ashish is going to continue. This battle is one that everyone wants to see because the early blows have been led by Ashish. There was a close LBW shout. There was a few good deliveries which Mahia had missed trying to attack outside off. And we'll have a look to see who can win this battle because, sorry, it's Matt on strike, so probably a good thing. Might be even a bit of a different challenge for him. And Ashish just asking Anil what you're doing after this. Oh, good fielding. Well defended there by Matt into point where Webbers gathers the ball cleanly. Oh, that's the big in-swinger. So I don't think you should be too discouraged with Ashish because it's full and swinging in, and Matt's just good enough to get it out of the middle. So that one will hurt him. So that ball, The ball before was full and swinging in, and he was good enough. This one was a bit shorter, and you could tell it was actually a little bit slower, and Matt has just pounced on it and cut that for 4, and that brings up his retirement. So that is a phenomenal knock, especially considering they've lost 3 early wickets. And we were saying before, Matt's I'm going to say it's a bit of an X factor, a little bit of an unknown quantity. We didn't really know what to expect from him after the APL debacle, and here comes a dual MVP for cup grade. I'm not sure if the shirts get tighter or if he's get bigger, but this is going to be a good little battle here. Oh, and Xxii again has bowled a short one, and Sugi is up to the challenge. Sugi also plays for another side here in SPL. Played a couple of days ago, I think. Oh, that's full, and that is a good ball. So Xxii must have been doing his laundry, has forgotten his Clayton boy shirt. He's actually bowling bloody well, so it'd be dirty that he probably gave away that boundary ball to Matt to get him to his 30 that over, but he followed up with some good balls there to Sug. So as I was saying before, now at the 13 over mark, Mighty Ducks are 3 for 58. They've got Matt retired. They've got Mahi at the crease, and after what was a bit of a dicey start, there's a lot of safety in Mahi. So much safety. He's a seasoned veteran now of SPL who knows how to bat in this situation, and he's a prized wicket as well. So let's just see what's going to happen. Shailesh has changed in, and Mahi's eyes lit up, and wanted to really pounce on that drive through the covers. Okay, so Mahi's 5 off 25 balls, I'm just told, which is unlike him, but still, that him not being able to lose his wicket is safety. Ooh. That's okay. So remember that for those at home, it's not one above the shoulder, it's actually one above the eye line. So that's a new rule that we've sort of worked on the wording, because as an umpire, it is actually difficult to tell where the ball passes the batter because of just of the vantage point of being a little bit higher. And now we've realised that it's probably more accurate to actually do it from the eye line, and that looks like it's going to be a wide. So Shailesh has just lost his radar a little bit because he's changed ends. And I'm not sure what's shinier, if it's the ball or Sharon's head here. Oh, a leg by there for Mahi. So Mahi must be 5 off 28 now, 27, which is unlike him, but you do know he's got the ability to catch up at the end. But I think he'd look at a bowler like Shailesh and think, this is where I can score. So he'll be waiting on a bit of a loose delivery, which there it was, and Mahi has pounced on that and run through. Sugi, probably not a natural runner, not by this physique, but he ran through and got that 3 for Mahi. Oh, there's a nice shot as well. And Mahi looks like Sug Knight has hit that. No, just into 1. Looked like it was 4 from here, but it was definitely 1. Yep. Okay, so we've just got clarification. Mahi 8 off 30. Bill, as umpire, has said he's made the early call. Mahi will finish 45 off 45. So, fans at home, let me know what you think of that. Because Mahi, like I said, he's the guy that can catch up better than anyone else. He can catch up. So here we go. What's the change in the attack here? Adzi's come on to Mahia. A few people are asking, talk us through the difference between Mahi's outdoor and indoor form. Mahi in outdoor this season, unfortunately, had a bit of a poor year with the bat. Averaged single digits, which is unlike him, especially after what was a pretty solid season the year before. But that has been an inverse correlation with his SPL and APL form, because he's been churning out the runs for fun. Ooh, was there an edge? Yeah, Mahi has walked. So that is a big wicket. So we've maybe put the mocker on Mahi there a little bit. But that is a good piece of bowling and a good piece of keeping there as well, because that ball was rising, keep it down, but because of its the climb it did get, it sort of kept going up on him, and then just got a little edge and a good catch there by Xxii. Here we've got Phil in too. I do believe this is one of Satnam's mates, and look, the Mighty Ducks batters look pretty calm, so there must be a fair bit of ability from this batter. I'm sorry, I don't know his name. Let's have a look. Oh. And Xxii continues. So Xxii's got that big wicket of Mejia. Oh, there's a short ball. And it's hit his gloves before he's actually looked to play that shot. So that's sort of got a little bit quick on him. This is Xxii's last over. He's at 2 for 10 off 3.4 at the moment. And that could be another one. Oh, it's landed right next to me here. And had that have hit the back wall flush, it probably would have landed in the hands of Sharan. So another dot ball there, and probably a half chance. Oh, that's pretty high. But that looked like it hurt. This ball looks like it is rock hard, and that's hit him on the back leg. It's too high, but there's no grimace. Oh, wait, they actually are reviewing it. Okay, so it hit him high live. Yeah, I'll drag the screen. Give me 1 second. So fans at home, let me know what you think, what you thought live. I'm just going to drag the screen so you can have a look for yourselves. So we're going in for a review. The probably saving grace here was that there have been a few balls that have misbehaved from this end. There's a couple that, remember Sheesh bowled one that just kept low and hit Mejia on the legs, but pitched outside leg, and they didn't review. This one live, it just looked like height, but this could be a big wicket as well, because he's got 2 for 10 off his 4 overs. If you could make it 3 for 10, it puts a fair bit of pressure on the returning Matt, and also on Suge Knight. The Mighty Ducks don't look too worried, so that's always a good sign. So Kebabs has asked what target score. So they're going berserk, the Clayton boys. So let me just have a look at this review first. Oh look, he is deep in his crease. Yeah, I think there was a bit of gamesmanship there. It didn't look like it was out live. On review, everything looks a little bit closer on review, but it wasn't enough to sort of warrant overturning that original decision. Kebabs, again, sorry, I'll just go back to Kebabs. He's asked what target score do the Ducks need? That is a good question. I'll have a better answer for you as soon as Anil turns the scoreboard and I know what the exact score is. Pranay said that's pitched 2 meters outside leg. Yeah, that's what it looked like live as well for Ashis's delivery. Oh, that's a nice drive there by Suge Knight. Anil. Oh. Has that been called a dot ball? Because that... Sorry, they're 70 for 4. I reckon if they can get 105, 110, that'll be a winning score here, especially with this attack of the Ducks. It might seem like a way off here, but I reckon you always do score quickly in these last 5 overs. And with Xxii finishing his 4, I have faith that the Ducks can get there. Oh, Suge Knight has absolutely punished that. He has lent into that like it's a Friday night dinner and has devoured that through the covers and run through for 4. Oh, nicely played there by Philip in. Philip in is looking pretty comfortable here also. I might just stay up here and commentate. Well, that was a short ball by Shalesh, and I reckon that was one you probably have to have a go at with 5 overs to go, and now 4 overs to go. So after 16 overs, 4 for 74 are the Mighty Ducks. I still reckon that 100 to 105 is available to get. They've still got Matt Gerard in the sheds. Mahesh has said the shirts have actually gone up in size. Maybe you're reading the junior size shirts. I'm not sure about that. And he's appreciated the reference to the Shino baller. Okay, so back to the game. Bash has come back in. He's bowled 2 overs, none for 3, so he's been very miserly. Oh, that's good fielding. That has hit the wall. Oh no! And Shug Knight has been run out. There was, in his defence, there might have probably been a run there. The issue was I don't think Philip in knew the rules of how we score runs in SPL, and you do need to sort of push the run rate going into these last few overs, and he would have made it if he went straight away, but I think there was a little bit of a hesitation, and then Phil in was just like, nah, no chance. So Sush and Phil are batting now. I reckon this will... I said every time a wicket does fall, though, the score, the projected score, which you probably have in mind, can go down, but it also gives more time for Matt to come back in. So it is a bit of a double-edged sword. Sush definitely has ability with the bat, but Basher is a strike bowler, and you can tell by that ball there, he's not going to deviate from his game plan of bowling sharp outside off and have that odd ball fall. And looks like Sush is down on his hunches. He might have hurt himself here. Hopefully he's okay. I'm not sure what Sush is actually grabbing. It'd be nice if we have a physio here. Unfortunately, we've just got Pulley. So Sush has seen Pulley come in and he's like, nah, I'd rather have no physio advice than Pulley's physio advice. So Pulley's left the field and Sush says he's fine. And there's the charge. Ooh, okay, and he's missed it. And every dot here for the Clayton boys is absolute gold dust. So the Clayton boys are gonna want to keep this score under 100, and if they bowl well, they could be under 95. So I think the Ducks would have to bat really poorly to not get 90. And the the Clayton boys are doing all they can to try and keep that score somewhere around there as well, because these are just these vital dot balls at this stage of the game. Are going to be good for them. And Ashish running through. So again, 17 overs, 5 for 75. I might have been a little bit ambitious with my target, but it's just those few dot balls there. That's a very good over by Basher. And Andrew coming back in. I think they still need to realise they've got Matt in the sheds. So you don't want 2 tail enders soaking up the deliveries and not looking to run. Oh, and there was a run there if they went early, but Basher was too alert, got that ball, and that prevented the run. That is a booming cut shot. I think it's just gone backwards for 1. Yeah, so that's 10 centimeters to the left. That's 4 runs. So it's a game of centimeters. Oh, that's a nice drive and a misfield there by Thaz. He's just been nutmegged, and that's gone for 4. And that's another booming drive. It's got 2 there through cover. And Philip in, like I said, you can tell he's got some ability. And if he can play a little bit of a cameo here and sort of arrest a bit of the momentum back towards the Ducks, that 105 that I said before is... Oh, that's a good ball. So that one there was a little bit straight. I didn't give him that room to throw his hands at. I think the previous ball was just a little bit too wide and gave him that gap through cover. That was a bit straighter. Oh, and that's hit him right in the... Well, he's disappointed that he didn't get bat on that. And a dot ball to finish. Okay, so there's 12 balls left I'm going to say the minimum you can, as a batting group, you want to get here is 12 runs off these 12 balls, which goes to 95. And I reckon if it's at anything 95 or under, that is exactly what the Clayton boys want. I'm going to say if it's between 95 and 100, I'm going to say that's game very much in the balance. And anything over 100, I reckon the Ducks will back themselves with their attack. So let's see how these last two overs play out. A basher comes back in, and that is actually going to land safe. So that's going to be 4. So that's hit this. It could have landed almost anywhere, but it landed safely, and they've got 4 of that first delivery. So that's what the Ducks would want at this stage. And Phillip in here. Oh, that is... He's kept it on. No, it has hit the wall. So... Oh, there's a bit of discontent here from the Clayton boys who... Oh, that's misfielded. Drop catch and misfielded, and the throw has gone and knocked over Shalesh. So a bit of a comedy of errors there, but 4 runs to the batting side. This has been so far an exceptional over, and that's a run out. Okay, well, just as the momentum seemed like it was going the Ducks' way, a needless run out. You could just tell that was a little bit of inexperience between running in between the wickets here in SPL, and what would have been, you know, an easy 4, they've got run out, so they get 0 off it, and the new battery's on strike. Yep. Can I? Scissors, yeah, end of the innings. Yep, no worries. Who the fuck are the scissors? Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, so Matt has returned, and the very, very start of this over, the first 3 balls have gone for runs. That last ball obviously was a wicket, but it was a nice shot. So Matt would be looking to try and get maybe a run off these last 2 balls, which he does smartly. And Sush, if he plays the team game here, he just sacrifices either a dot ball or just not running between the wickets and keeping his wicket. Oh, look, there's... And he says F the team game. I'm going to try and hit a 4 here and get back on strike for the next over. Okay, so 100 on the board. That was a very fruitful over for the Mighty Ducks. End of this innings, yep. For the Mighty Ducks, a very fruitful over, sorry. 6 for 100 now off 19. Yep. Okay, so if you've heard that before, he was none for 3 after 3. Finished with none for 22 off 4 was Basher Hooley. Pretty sure that's what they call him. Alright, the last over is going to be bowled by Andrew, and Sush is on strike. Okay. You can tell Sush's swashbuckling style can come off, and he does rate himself as a batter. That's why he did take that run off that last ball. Oh, and there's an edge, and he's... Oh, okay, they've run through for 3. And again, that could have gone in absolutely anywhere. Could have landed straight back into Ashish's gloves, but landed safely, much to the delight of the Ducks camp. Clayton boys, who... Ooh, that's a good short ball. This will be run out. This will be run out because they did not hit the wall, and that is out. So it didn't hit the wall, so Matt was a little bit unsure there. And 103... I said anything over 100 is in the Ducks' favour. And I do think the Clayton boys will be a little bit dirty that they probably didn't keep them to a lower score because they did have such a good start. But I don't think they'll be too disappointed with 103. Probably if they asked them that at the start of the game, they'd say, look, we'll take this. So it will be interesting. And he'll get the match ball. Give it back to... I'll come around. Sorry. Yep. You've got the new ball already? I'll get a new one. But okay, look, 103 for 7 of 19.3. Andrew bowled pretty well there, 2 for 25. Basher bowled 3 phenomenal overs and 1, unfortunately, that did get taken apart. But like I said, look, Clayton boys who would be disappointed after that loss, they'd be looking to be able to chase this down. What do you know that for?
They didn't get to their 20?
Nope. Sorry, just let me know if my sound is back, guys. Oh, that's another short ball. And that is a fiery opening over. That was a maiden. Okay, we're trying to get this sound back on. Let me know if the sound is back on. Let me know if the sound is back on, guys. Okay, so here we go. Look at the shorts on this bloke. My goodness. And look, I don't want to be that guy, but this action is so suspect. It's so suspect that Pulley's thrown the ball out of the field because he's like, I am not allowing this guy to bowl ahead of me. And this is Philip in bowling from the church end. But, we're an educated bunch here at SPL, and we'll allow for you to use all 15 degrees. And that ball was defended by Sharon before it did go out of play. So, Philip in, I really should find out his real name, because I am just drossing up a storm here. Oh, another good dot ball. So Phil in here has just started basically where Sushant has left off, with some nice outswingers and dot balls. That was a bit fuller, and Sharan, shiny head, Oligama hits that into the gap for 2, and that gets the Clayton boys off the mark here, which is what they'd want to see. Oh, that one. No, I reckon that's hit his leg. So yeah, so a good piece of fielding there, my Matt, but it just didn't travel quick enough to come off the bat. It looked like it definitely slowed up off his leg. But the shorts on this bloke, it looks like a runner maybe. What a follow through as well. So he's really getting up and at them, and Sharan plays through that over. And after 2 overs, Clayton boys are none for 3, still chasing 101 more runs to win. And you don't want to get this run rate above 6. You want it to be manageable between 6 and under. But again, that's easier said than done when you've got bowlers who can bowl at this pace. And more than the pace, it's the accuracy as well. So, and here we go. This is what we all came to see. Satnam is going to come on to bowl here from the pub end. Oh, and he comes up with an absolute full bunger. Probably used to the longer pitch, which is pretty common for most outdoor players translating here to SPL. And Webbers is like, oh, should I ask for the no ball, or do I want to just get through this over and not face the 7th ball off him? And here we go. So that was back to that. And that was, a top speed there. And he'll probably work his way into this rhythm. Oh, catch it. No, that's gone into the gap for 1. And a despondent look there by Satnam, because I reckon that might have been a wicket in outdoor cricket, but here in SPL. Oh my goodness, he's bowled an absolute beamer. So, like you've heard that from Anil, the umpire, that is a full toss above the waist, above the shoulder. That is a no ball, and it's also a free hit, and it's also a warning. So if he bowls one more of those, he's off. I'm not sure where you try and target this free hit. Do you back away and probably give yourself as much time as possible and try and hit straight? And in fact, he's bowled another no ball. This time a front foot. So Vebs gets another go at it. Let's see what he does this time. And he's missed that one again, and the ball has gone outside. So another dot ball to finish. Sorry, it's not to finish. There's still 2 more balls in the over. But this has been an eventful over nonetheless. He's bowled a bit of a licorice all sorts. A couple of 4 balls, a beamer, and then the odd length ball, which makes the batter look silly. So, that has absolutely exploded off a length and gone over the top of Webbers' bat. And Pulley has just signalled to his head, so I reckon this one might be... No, it's not. So good that Satnam doesn't listen to Pulley. He's already learnt the ways of the Mighty Ducks of not listening to Pulley's advice, and went with the full ball after Pulley said bowl short. And again, now after 3 overs, none for 8. And you'd probably say Clayton boys would be happier with that. Now they've seen 3 bowlers. The new ball has... The ball is still quite new, but that early sort of fear of what it might do and the unknown of how much it's going to swing might be taken out of the equation. And Philippine continues with those shorts. And that is a big wicket. So Sharan has played a bit of a back cut into the net, and a good catch there by Matt Gerard. And which brings Xxii to the crease, and he's getting some advice from Webbers. He was like, "What is this guy bowling?" So Xxii, he's a senior batter in this team. More often than not, he does get the team's score going. Like, he's the guy that sort of adds a bit of impetus to the innings with his free scoring. Let's hope he can get going here because the Clayton boys need him to. And Philippine continues. And that's full ball. It's always good to start full with a Xxii early in his innings because he does have a little bit of a tendency to fall over a little bit, which most batters do. And then he's gone back outside off, and Xxii gets off the mark with a nice little shot to point. That's good fielding there by Matt. So you can just tell this Mighty Ducks outfit, they've got really like nimble and mobile athletes in Mahi and Matt at that cover and point doors, and they've kept the burly Shug Knight and the big fella Satnam a little bit more up the ground. So as a batting unit, you probably need to understand that if you do get a full ball, that's your areas to probably hit the ball towards the Shuggies and Satnams of the world. Because Mahi and Matt, they're pouncing on anything, and they'll probably try and stop everything off the wall. And here we go. And this battle continues. Let's see what happens here with Webbers on strike. Oh, see, that ball there was full. And there's not a whole lot you can do. He's got the edge, and it didn't carry, and Mahi unfortunately couldn't get that ball. Oh, it's going to be a leg note. And we were just talking about the fielders, and now Sugi is at that square leg door, and unfortunately that did get past him. That is a rocket. And that's good batting, to be honest, there by Webbers, because that one out of the hand looked like it was just going to leave the stumps splattered. And Webbers was up to the challenge. Oh, that's hit his thigh. And yeah, he's shaken that off. And for those that don't remember, in the APL final, Webbers did cop an absolute battering. So, that's probably a... And here we go. The crowd are getting involved in this now. Because that was a short ball, and we call that the perfume ball because you could smell the leather go past. Oh, and there you follow that up with the absolute booming outswinging Yorker, and it swung late and missed the stump. So that is just yeah. So Anil was saying he's getting quicker, and the fans at home, I'm sure you're loving watching this. And that was an absolute rocket to finish. He's bowled two, and I think the fans want him to just keep going. Okay, and Nuge comes in here. And still 90 more runs to win. After 5 overs, 1 for 14, the Clayton boys are. And that run rate is at 6. That's good batting there by Xxii. He's just tucked that off his hip for 1. And always with the new players, they're big, that do come from an outdoor background. They're generally very good with their hands, and the maybe thing that they may lack is just that awareness of what happens once the ball does hit the wall and that rebound and reflexes. So that might be something you want to maybe target as a batting unit, where if you do hit the ball hard into the ground or into the net, you just sort of try to run and maybe put off especially if it's going towards one of those outdoor cricketers. Oh, that's a slow ball there from Anuj, and well played there by Webbers. He's just cut that in for one, and now the scoreboard is ticking along. So this is probably what they wanted to do. They really wanted to target this fourth, fifth bowler, and I don't think Anuj is a fourth or fifth bowler. I think it's underselling him a little bit. But in this particular team, he's been relegated to that role, and I don't think he'll mind it. I think he'll like the pressure off and not having to maybe search for wickets as much and just bowl to his sort of plan. Oh, there it is, and that's a good plan because he's just got the wicket. No, he hasn't. These guys are celebrating. They're celebrating, and Anil has told him that it's hit the ledge. And they are not happy about this, the Mighty Ducks. Live it looked out, but it did come down slowly, so it might be interesting to see what... Anil's pretty confident with that call, so... And I think Mighty Ducks are sort of resigned to that being the case, so they didn't want to burn a review. But that celebration was quite a big one. Oh! And a half chance there goes begging because the very next ball lands agonizingly close to Matt Gerard. And here we go. So we're 6 overs in, and this is when Pulkit finally gets the ball. And he is a strike bowler, so he'll be searching for wickets here. And I think he's got Ashish out in the past. Ashish was part of the famous Kelvin Klein's debacle. I think he was actually the vice captain of Pulkit's side, or one of these early picks at least, or retained players, and these two will know each other very well. Oh, and the hostilities begin where he's bowled a short ball that didn't get up as much as he'd think, and Ashish, who turned away, has just copped that on his body. No apology necessary. Oh, that is a good ball. That squared him up a fair bit. Ashish trying to angle that ball into the leg side, catching the shoulder of the bat and going into point. A more agile fielder maybe at point could have taken that catch. Oh, again, and Ashish, who didn't mean to hit the ball there, has quickly signaled that's 2 runs, and like he's meant it the whole time, which he definitely did not. And there's a wide, and Ashish is playing a bit of mind games here because that was a wide, and he's yelled out no run. Very Marnus-like. So the mind games begin between these two. Obviously, these two have played outdoor cricket with one another. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a teaser because I reckon Ashish in full flight will try to hit that ball through the leg side, and he checked himself knowing that. Oh, and that one just has spat up a bit, and pretty well played actually there by Ashish, because if he did follow through with that shot and play with hard hands, it could have actually gone anywhere. So now 7 overs, 1 for 27, and I think you'd probably rather be in the Mighty Ducks camp just with runs on the board, but I don't think you'd be disappointed at all as a Clayton boy, because they've done really well to get to this stage. You know, only being 1 down is key. They've seen every bowler. They know that maybe they're going to attack the pulleys and maybe the Anujas, and there's not a whole lot new. And a dot ball to start there by Anuj. Someone saying charity overs by Pulkit, or for Pulkit, sorry. That was a short ball, and that looked too high. Oh no, he just called a dot ball and 1 for the over there, Anil, but it did look well over Weber's eye line. And that's a good thing. Again, Anuja's dot balls here are gold at this stage of the game, because this is probably where they want to maybe accelerate. And he's got 3 runs, sorry. And they could have maybe made that a 5, but that's okay. Weber's is just working into his innings here. See that there was has hit Mahi on the chest before he's even seen it. And he's done well to stop the 2 there, so look, I think he won't be too disappointed. Oh, that's to the edge. And it didn't carry to the diving Mahi. So 2 balls in a row where we're not going to call them chances. We're going to call them not even half chances, really. But you know, it's gone the way of the Clayton boys, and you do need a little bit of luck when you're chasing 100 plus. And Pulley's going to continue. So Pulley, I reckon you give Pulley one more season and he's going to look like Sharan here, boys. Here he comes. On to Xxii. This battle continues. That's... I think Ashish has played that late. He's smiling. I think he probably didn't pick that up as much as he... Oh, and that is a good ball. And when a bowler makes the batter make an S, you know the bowler's won, and that's exactly what Pulkit did there too. And Ashish has said, F this, I'm gonna... It bounced off the floor. And that's a wide. But again, this battle has been a good one because Ashish hasn't looked comfortable. That's the thing. I think when Ashish looks comfortable and he's in full flight, he's one of the best batters to watch in SPL. And there's the edge, and that is a good catch. And we were just saying how Pulkit has sort of made Ashish uncomfortable, and there goes that chance, and that's a very good catch by Mahi. He's been trying to do that overs before and has just been short this time. He had a little bit of an extra pep in his step and dived forward and took that catch. And the tactic of not having a keeper and having someone as agile as Mahi has paid dividends with a great catch there. And a big wicket, so Pulkit will be happy that he's got his man. And we have Thaz into the crease. Thaz, a left-hander, will add something different. He's a very good driver of the ball, so you probably want to keep the ball. If you are going to keep the ball full, you've got to make sure it's swinging so you can create that half chance, which they've done. And he got a bit of luck there because it landed on the inside skirting over the backboard for one. And there's another big on drive, which was actually a dot because it's been stopped by the non-striker Webbers. So look, I think they'll be pretty happy with that over, getting that wicket. 9 overs, 2 for 34, 70 off 66. Again, you still probably want to be in the Ducks camp. And here we go. Shug Knight, the 2-time MVP, is coming on to bowl to Webbers. And if they can get a wicket here, the place is going to absolutely... in fact, Webbers has pulled out of that one. I think he thought Sugi was the side screen. Oh, that's a nice shot to start. 2 runs into cover. Oh, that's well bowled. That's a good comeback delivery there because that's caught the inside edge of Webbers' bat and a dot ball. Oh, I don't mind that ploy of bowling a short ball there because Webbers, who was in control of that shot, but you can have that. If you get, that's good fielding. Oh no, it's not. Yes, it is. So Philippine misfielded it into the 2 wall, and they ran 3 for 4. So that's a pretty good result there for the Clayton boys. And Webbers now to Thaz, the left-hander. That's a good shot. See, there's where you probably have to take the run, especially when the rebounding ball lands in a non-regular. That's a nice shot for 1 there by Thaz, who's driven that in. So good over there by Shug Knight. He went for 11, so the batting side will be pretty happy with that. I'm assuming Shug, Sugi, and Nuj, and maybe Phil will share some overs. And Sush has come back on, so they've decided, look, enough's enough. Sush is going to come back on and hopefully break this partnership, because at the halfway stage, we're 2 for 45, and here we go, Sushin. Oh, that's a short ball. How short was it, Anil? He's called it 1 for the over. Okay, so when you do burn your short ball, or that 1 for the over early, you can assume the length of the balls for the following balls are not going to be That's short, and there we followed up with a nice full one, which Weber's unfortunately missed, but it's thundered into his legs. Oh, there's hard hands there by Webers. It's just landed short of Pulkit. Oh, I went for the... Oh, no! Well, he went for the searing Yorker, and it was well played there by Webers, and a misfield by Sorsh. Luckily hit the stumps, otherwise it would have cost him 4. Thaz was in his crease at the time. Oh, slow ball, pretty well bowled, but they'll get one down to the vacant fine leg region. And that's nicely played there by Webers to finish that over, and now he's bowled his 2 overs. I think Pranay has just told me his name is Gurpreet, so apologies for the nicknames I did call him before. And looks like Satnam's going to bowl from the bottom end. So again, this is all a little bit new. Tush was calling for Satnam to come back on. And he's going to be bowling around the wicket to the left-handed Thaz. Generally speaking, in that first spell, he bowled out swingers to the right-hander, so these might all swing in towards Thaz just with that action. Which they do, and that's good batting. That's very well played, because they've got 4 out of that. And as a batter, there's nowhere else you'd want to be at this situation than the non-striker's end, so especially after scoring some runs. So 4 off the first ball is a fantastic result, and they've got 50 on the board. Few nerves from the Clayton boys dugout, and that's pretty well played also. That was a... Oh, that did hit the wall. That hit... Oh, I reckon that did hit the wall, so that could be a point of debate later. Oh, and that is a nice stop ball, and Susha's faked the throw there as well. That is good fielding there by Matt. So that was teasing the net to be scored for 1, and it's those little 1%ers that he's done there that's saved a run. And a dot ball there as well. So it's all happening here, boys. Oh, if this hits, it's out. Oh, Mahi had all 3 stumps, and unfortunately threw the ball wide, and that they run through for 3 runs, and that ends that over. So they've got 7 off that over, if I'm counting correctly, and that is a pretty good result. So after 12 overs, Clayton boys are 2 for 53. Webers on 23 not out. Thaz has been good with 8 not out also, but hit a nice boundary earlier. Here we go. We've got Pulkit back into the attack. And they've got a single. So that's pretty good. 50 off 47 balls now. So just above 6. That's good fielding by Mahi. So you can tell Webers knows that Pulley's going to generally bowl shorter. So he's giving himself a little bit of space to sort of flat bat it. This one will be fuller. And that's 4 and dropped. So we do know you can get caught off the 4 door. You can't get caught off the 6 door, but you can get caught off the 4 door. And it went into Matt's hands and unfortunately went back out. So, and that's what happens sometimes in this game. And I think Webers has done really well to get to 28. If he needs to sort of get himself to 30, and then it allows for, which he gets 1 more, so that's 29. If he can get himself to 30, that just allows for the batters that do come in to play with a little bit more freedom, which is difficult with this attack, but it's what's needed for them to be able to chase this down. He's come around the wicket now, Pulley. That's a good ball. He's attacking the hip of Webers, and they've got a dot ball. Oh no! Oh, Yeah, so we were just saying before how... I got it. Oh, you got it. Thanks. We were just saying how important it was for Webbers to get to 30. Oh, 51. Okay, we were saying how important it was for Webbers to get to 30 and allow for the batters around him to sort of play with that freedom. He's now out for 29. He's faced 51 deliveries. I mean, look, we're not going to harp on it too much because it was a very good knock and he did bat when the batting was the hardest against this new ball with this attack. But it's now put a little bit more pressure on this middle to lower order of the Clayton boys, who need to run a ball and don't have that security of having a batter that's retired. Thaz, who is a batter in this team, will be looking to lead from the front and get these boys over the line. So Satnam's going to bowl his last over. We're 3 for 59 off 13. And the back away by Andy has been fruitful for him, and they've got 4 off the first ball. So that is pretty smart batting. And again, Satnam's going to come back around the wicket. And if you can keep Satnam wicketless, this is a huge W for the Clayton boys. Oh, hold on, and it'll be set them in good stead to be able to chase this total down. He's still got 5 balls to come. That was shorter and pretty well left there by Thaz. There's no real benefit of just waving your bat at that ball because it's probably just going to land in a bowler's hand, in a fielder's hand. Oh, and good running there by Andy. So they've come through for the bye, and that's the one for the over. So he's burnt that short ball that he did have as well up his sleeve. I reckon it's going to be big searing Yorker. Let's have a look. Nope, I was wrong. It was just a length ball, which Andy has backed away and missed. But I don't mind this approach by Andy. He's being the aggressor. He's trying to take the game on. And sometimes you just get balls that are a little bit too good for you. So that happens. That's in the air. Oh, he's dropped it. And they've gone through for 4. So that is a big over. So Pulley is going to come back for his last over, or is he going to save it? He's bowled 3 overs, 2 for 13 thus far. It'll be interesting to see what the tactics are going forward. No, it's Sush is going to bowl, so it is Sush. Oh my goodness, there's a run out. No, it's not. Oh, that is an absolutely booming back away drive there by Andy. It's gone for 4, and it would have been... It's come back quicker than Sush has bowled it, and it could have been a dirty run out as well if Thaz was a little bit more alert. But 4 off the first ball always sets up the over. Andy is not going to die wondering here, boys. He is going for it, and it's great to see because he's taking the game on when we needed that sort of injection of someone who's going to try and score quickly. He's been that aggressor, and that edge has gone just over the top of Mahi. I think Mahi sometimes wishes he was sat in his height because otherwise he might have been able to get it. And they've run through for 3. That's the wide. No, it's wrong end. Pulley is thrown to the wrong end. Dot ball. Sorry, they'll get the wide +1, so they'll get the 2 wide. So that's a good already this over. When Sush has bowled so economically up until this over, he's conceded a couple more than he'd like in these first few balls. Oh no, well that's hit the... So sometimes we know in SPL it doesn't rebound where you plan for it to go, and that one's hit the padding back into basically the middle of the pitch, and they've come through for 4. So this game is now turned on its head, thanks to Andy and Thaz as well, I guess. It's going to be a wide. So Susha's lost his radar a little bit. He bowled so well, but I think this left-right hand combination, especially when they're looking to run every ball, it has thrown him a little bit. I reckon he just needs to stick to his basics. If he attacks the stumps here, more often than not, that's a nice shot also. So that drive has come for four. And I think you've got to maybe think a little bit back to your basics and either execute that Yorker or maybe even a slow ball just to sort of throw them off a little bit. Let's see what he does. There's the wicket. Okay, so he just went for his stock short ball, and he's disappointed, Sush, because he knows he's conceded a few runs. But when you take a wicket, it throws the momentum back to your side. So I don't think they'll be too disappointed. And especially because Andy has done exactly what he needed to do there. He's just that injection of aggression in this stage of the game was awesome, and it's given the Clayton boys every chance now. So with 5 overs to go, the score is 86. Anil, other batter. Sorry? With what? Yeah, so the new batter's meant to be on strike except at the end of the over. Okay, I'm not sure. So just a bit of a query about why Thaz is on strike. I think he'll be happy being on strike. And a Gurpreet come on to bowl. And a good start by Gurpreet. Oh, and that is a seed. You can tell that's just angled away from the left-handed Thaz, who looks a little bit rattled. He didn't want to be on strike, which was odd because he's the senior batter. Oh, and there's 3 balls. Oh, no. We were saying he was rattled, and that was just an absolute brain fade because, number one, there was no run. He was questioning why he was on strike for the next over because he, with the wicket of Andy, was a little bit thrown to why he was on strike for that over. With the new rulings the new batter is on strike for if a wicket does fall, regardless if they're crossed or not. So they're on strike, but because it was over, we're assuming that new batter is going to be on strike at the non-striker's end. So he doesn't automatically just get to face up. So that was the logic behind it, which I think he wanted clarity on, and that's cost him his wicket. Just a little bit of thinking about things that he can't really control. He wasn't a little bit unsure. And Thaz, that was a little bit silly from him, I think. I think he'd like to take that one back and have that ball over again. But here we go. We've got Xxii in now, and Xxii's been struck on the pads, a little bit down leg side. Good fielding there by Satnam. And this game now 5 for 87. Short ball there by Gurpreet. So another one that goes begging. Ball's dead. He's going to have that one again. Oh, that's a good ball. That is a very good ball. It's going to be a leg by. Oh, he's given it. Has he given it runs, has he? No, it was a. Okay, this has been a great over by Gurpreet. And a good finish there. Dot ball to finish. And that was a very, very clutch over because he's backed up the finish of the previous over, which had a lot of dot balls on that wicket, and come back with an excellent over where he minimised the runs and made it difficult. So here we go. 15 of 24 balls. Here, Mighty Ducks, if they get 2 wickets, they win. If this game goes for 4 overs, the Clayton boys are going to win. So it's about being calculated of which balls we're going to try and get wickets off and which other balls we're going to try and create a bit of pressure from. But we've got Pulley into the attack to Shalesh. Shalesh has... Oh, no! He's back. So Shalesh has taken the run down to third man. A little bit of indecisiveness about whether they should take the run also. And luckily he got back into the crease in time. It's a leg by. No, it's not. No, it is a leg by. So he did try to get out of the way of that, and that's the reasoning for that. Some people are a little bit unsure about why. Oh, that's a good in-swinging Yorker by Pulley. And not textbook, but he did keep it out. So... Yeah, good catch by Anuj. That one's hit the roof and landed in the safe hands of Anuj. So now, like we said, 6 down now. And Basha and Xxii are in together. And we need them. The Clayton boys are needing them to... Oh, well bowled. Good slow ball by Pulley to start. So these two need to take the team home. And the Ducks need to take 1 wicket. So it's all come down to the wire. Oh, that's a good Yorker. And well kept out there. Also by... So Pulley has finished with 3 for 14 off 4 overs. So that's a phenomenal spell by the third choice bowler of this team. 17 overs. So 18 balls, 13 runs required, 1 wicket in hand. Xxii and Basha in at the crease. So it's going to be interesting to see whether these two can get them home. Sush is going to bowl from the bottom end, so this is also going to be interesting. Well, he'll probably bowl shorter and get, or even if he bowls a little bit fuller, he can afford to because it will sort of kick up a bit. So we'll see how he goes. Starts a bit leg side-ish, and they get 1 run down to fine leg. 12 more to go now for the Clayton boys. Nope. Xxii was not ready. There was no Sugi behind Sush, so I'm not sure what maybe he just wasn't ready. That's a great short ball, and he stays in his crease. So they'll take the dot. Remember, this is Sush's last over as well, and his last over, his third over, did concede a fair few runs. So yeah, what Xxii is doing is he's tapping his bat on the ground, but not looking up. That's going to be a wide. And I'm of the belief, and I'm the old school way, if you tap your bat on the ground, it means you're ready. So I think that's what Sush is going off as well, and he's ready to bowl, but Xxii was still looking down. We'll take another leg by. And good fielding by Gurpreet. Gurpreet he's been a little live wire there at square leg, and been a very good addition to this side. That's a good ball. That's a good ball. Top ball outside off. It's well played. They've got 1 down to third man. And that's what they'd want to be seeing. Into single digits now. That's nicely played. The dot. And that's over. So Sush finishes his spell. 1 for 22 off his 4. 9 runs required off 12 balls. 1 wicket in hand. So again, it's like we said, it's coming down to the wire. Mahi is looking at Anil to see which options he does have with the ball. Sugi and Anuj are off the field at the moment, so it looks like they're not going to be required. Gurpreet, the faith has been handed to Gurpreet, who has bowled really, really well. He's bowled 3 overs, 1 for 7, so he's been given the faith to bowl this penultimate over, and if they get a wicket here, they win. So here we go, Basher on strike. There it is, and we just said it. We just said it. And that's a bloody good win for the Mighty Ducks. I said before, 95 and under, Clayton boys would back themselves. Anything between 95 and 100 could be a game on, and that's where this sort of game sort of fell in the end. So a phenomenal win to the Mighty Ducks, and well played. Thank you for joining.